Hello everybody, my name is Sarah Valadez, and today I will be doing my informative speech on the prominence of mental health issues among college-age students and the resources that we as college students have available to ourselves. So, given the current state of the world, I think that it is needless to say that we're all experiencing a large amount of stress just with everything going on, really, and I think that this topic is especially personal to me because of the fact that I want to work in the mental health field, given that I am a psychology major, and also I am someone that has struggled with mental health issues in the past. So I think that this topic is very, very important to discuss. According to the American College Health Association, 18.4% of college-age students suffer from depression, and about 13.4% suffer from some form of anxiety disorder. So that shows that this issue is truly a prominent one within today's society. But the only issue with that is, from the exact same study, it was shown that only 36% of those that were found to be suffering from depression actually received help given their condition. So I think it's very important for us to be able to share the resources that are available and give support to those within our community that are struggling. So the next topic that I will discuss are the prominence of eating disorders among college-age students, as well as how those eating disorders can be treated and what can be done for people struggling with an eating disorder to be able to find help and find some resource to be able to overcome that illness. The two types of eating disorders which are most prominent among college-age students are anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa, both of which can lead to a slurry of health issues, both medical issues and psychiatric issues, which just makes those illnesses so much more complex because of the fact that they are not only just a psychiatric issue, but also a medical condition which can unfortunately lead to a variety of lifelong health issues or can unfortunately be fatal in some cases. So eating disorders are very complex, and some information from the National Eating Disorders Association says that eating disorders have been on the rise since the 1950s just because of the beauty standards which have arisen in both men and women of college age, as well as the inherent insecurity which is given with this age, unfortunately. So the next that I will be discussing are comorbid illnesses, comorbid mental illnesses. In the National Institute of Mental Health, it was found that 2.4 million students of college age suffer from a comorbid mental illness. So the phrase comorbid mental illness refers to the fact that some people have a likelihood of suffering from two different mental illnesses at the same time, both of which are sometimes related and sometimes not related, such as the idea that someone can have depression while also suffering from anxiety at the exact same time. This just makes comorbid mental illnesses even more complex and even more necessary to be treated because of the fact that while one may be treated, another symptom may not have been addressed yet, and therefore it gives way for the idea that one may be suffering and the other may be receiving treatment, or vice versa. And in order to truly help someone suffering from a comorbid mental illness, it's necessary that they receive support throughout their community, and not just their community, but also legitimate mental health support, because of the fact that if one is being hindered in some way, the other also needs to be helped, and vice versa. So, in my opinion, it's very important for those that are suffering from mental health issues to receive support from their community and their society and any medical professional that they can receive support from. But the very first step to being able to receive that support is asking for help. I acknowledge from a personal point that asking for help can be something that's very, very hard to do, and it may seem scary for some people, but that's absolutely incredibly important in order to receive that help, because it's better to ask for help before things get incredibly worse or it becomes on the verge of almost a breaking point. I heard this phrase a little while ago which said, why would you work on a broken leg and keep walking around like nothing is going on, but then you also wouldn't do the same for mental illness? It shows that both mental illness and physical illness need to be treated in the same importance. And therefore, I think that I should finish off my speech by saying that there are resources available on and off campus for those with and without health insurance, because I acknowledge that sometimes those without health insurance are not able to receive the legitimate medical treatment that they need. So in terms of our college, College of the Desert, it's very simple. All you have to do is call the number 760-776-7211, and all you have to do is schedule an appointment with a mental health professional, which is completely free and totally streamlined to those that need help. Another way that those suffering from mental health issues within college can receive support is if they do have health insurance, they can receive psychotropic medication, which is just medication that's used to treat mental illness, or some form of talk therapy, or just speaking to a psychologist. But like I said before, the first step is asking for help, and I think it's important to emphasize that those suffering from mental illness are not alone in any way, and you too can receive support if necessary. Thank you.